Good morning. This is Bay Area Cares, a program where we get to highlight nonprofits and people doing great deeds in your Bay Area neighborhood. And this program is also recorded on Zoom video, so you can see it at our KOIT Facebook group as well as Bay Area Cares.com. Joining me this morning for the next few minutes is Anthony Candido. Full disclosure, a good friend from radio for many years. And now Anthony, well, for quite some time, has been the Director of Corporate Partnerships with UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals Foundation. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Sue. Thank you so much for having me. It's so great to be here today.
Well, it's great to see you and see that you're still involved in Children's Hospital, UCSF, Benioff Children's Hospital, for many years now. Giving Tuesday is coming up November 29th. First, give me a little background. You were in radio promotions for a long time. How did you transfer over to what you're doing now?
Yeah, so actually I transferred over to doing what I'm doing now, basically through this very event, a version of this very event that you were a part of way back in the day. I started in radio, like you said, loved radio. It was my life. Then did this event and really found a calling to make a difference locally in my community, and really wanted to be part of children's and pediatric health. It was something that really inspired me through this event, and I was lucky enough to make great connections at UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals, and have been working with and for and through them for the last 15 years. So yeah.
It's been 15 years. And so Giving Tuesday is an all-around giving day. It's right after Thanksgiving. It's November 29th. So you've got Thanksgiving, then Black Friday, and then Cyber Monday.
It's like local, it's the shop local Saturday or something, and then
Yes,
it's the
yes.
Cyber Monday, and then we have the Giving Tuesday. So everything leading up to Giving Tuesday is, have a lot of food, buy a lot of presents, but then hopefully on Tuesday, it's a time of reflection and giving back and showing some generosity to your community.
So it is the KOIT Cares for Kids Radiothon benefiting UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals. This is a very touching, heartwarming event. As you said, I've been involved with it from many, many years ago, and still am involved in the promotion and producing side of things. But it's really an amazing day. KOIT will be live this year back at the hospital, which is fabulous because of restrictions in the past couple of years. So we're really looking forward to that. It'll be a live broadcast from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on November 29th on KOIT. And Anthony, give us an idea of what we're going to be hearing throughout the day.
Sure, yeah. It's such a great, heartwarming event. It's one of my personal favorites. As I just mentioned, it really kind of changed my life in a lot of ways. But it's a great way to hear stories from families and staff that have been impacted by this hospital, by our hospital, by UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital. And it's also a great way to kind of be part of that healing journey and support them in their efforts to go home. 70% of the families that come through our doors don't have insurance or are underinsured, which means that anywhere else, they're not going to get the health care that they need, but they get it here thanks to donors, thanks to events like this. So it really plays a critical role in how we treat these families. So when you listen to these stories, you can hear your donor dollars and work. You can hear these families that are getting the best quality care, that are getting pet therapy and art therapy and music therapy, and kids that are actually having fun while they're at the hospital. And all of that is kind of due to the public support and the donations. And again, events like the KOIT Cares for Kids Radiothon.
It is Tuesday, the 29th of November, Giving Tuesday. And I'm going to give you some numbers now. Don't worry. Throughout the day on the 29th, we'll be repeating these probably ad nauseum, but we're going to give them to you now so you can keep them handy for the day, Tuesday, the 29th. You can text KOIT to 51555, 3 5s, 51555. Okay, text KOIT and make a donation there. You can also call the First NorCal Credit Union donation line, and that number is 877-355-KIDS, 877-355 5437. You can also go to KOIT.com, and there are links there for you to make a donation. Listen, donate. We'd like you to share on social your experiences, what you're hearing, Facebook, Instagram, and hashtag Giving Tuesday, hashtag KOIT Cares for Kids Radiothon, or UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital. Once again, we're speaking with the Director of Corporate Partnerships and my friend, Anthony Candido, once again, back in the hospital. And so the kids, the doctors, the staff are going to be participating with our on-air personalities.
Yeah, it's going to be great. In fact, I was just talking to leadership about it yesterday because we were making arrangements for, for everybody and so forth. And I can't tell you the excitement on a staff level and a patient level something like this brings to them, especially after the last few years, right? The health restrictions that we've all been under because of COVID. And still, obviously, we have a lot of precautions in place at the hospital, but it's so nice to be able to welcome the on-air staff back. We may have, I've heard some rumblings of a visit by Santa, which is very exciting.
Nice.
So some toys to be given out, and I think for our staff and for our patients, it's just really a great time to celebrate the holidays and be together once again. So we're really excited. And again, none of this would happen without our friends at KOIT.
And I'll tell you what, no child gets turned away from UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital due to lack of insurance or lack of funds. Every child is accepted, and that is so comforting. And to know it's right here, one of the finest pediatric hospitals in the world is right here in our back door in Oakland and in San Francisco. And so your donations will directly affect all of these fine programs, the extracurricular activities, diapers for the little preemies and little, think about this. They're mostly children, obviously, and they need little children things like little children wheelchairs and little children crutches, and all that comes from your donations. So again, you can go to KOIT.com and look for the donation for the KOIT Cares for Kids Radiothon, 6A to 6P, November 29th, with special guests, right, Anthony?
Yeah, tons of, I don't want to spoil surprises, but some may have a sleigh with them. So I'll just put it out there like that.
A few reindeer landing.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the hospital. Okay, sounds good. And once again, you can text KOIT at 51555, or you can call during the day of November 29th, First NorCal Credit Union donation line at 877-355-KIDS. That's 5437. And we mentioned some of the places the money goes quickly because we're kind of running out of time. Sorry,
Sure.
Anthony, but quickly tell us what other.
Yeah, a lot of it goes to outside of the care that you talked about, going to the emotional needs of the kids, right? The art therapy, the pet therapy, the music therapy, everything that speaks to a kid being a kid at the hospital is not, even if you're insured, that's not covered by insurance. So it's really about making sure that kids can be kids at the hospital. So it provides such a valuable service that we could not do without donations.
And also family is taken care of. If you have a child in the hospital and you live, far away, they make sure that you're able to stay nearby, stay with the kids. And it's really an amazing thing.
We have a family house right across the street for that very scenario. So yeah.
I love it. 877-355-KIDS. November 29th, it is the KOIT Cares for Kids Radiothon and Giving Tuesday. Anthony Candido, my dear friend and Director of Corporate Partnerships, thank you for your time and your energy and your 15 years of service. It's amazing, and I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Sue, so much for having me. And obviously, I couldn't do it without you personally. You've been there for so many of my years, so I appreciate it.
I love you so much. Giving Tuesday, again, the 29th. If you run a nonprofit or have a fundraiser or a benefit coming up and we can help you with Bay Area Cares, please check our website at bayareacares.com. You can also listen to and see past shows at bayareacares.com. Have a great week.